Cancer, how you doing? Welcome to your weekly reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 7th through to the 13th of July. Happy birthday to all of you having your birthday this week. Start of a new year, you know, and start as you mean to go on. And it's, I'll tell you what, looking at your readings over the past few weeks, you've certainly kicked it up a gear. It's really good to see. Really joyous, really buoyant energies going on there. And in this world of the weather, what's going on with the weather? One day it's amazing. Yesterday it was 19 degrees, and I'm in the south of France, in the Pyrenees, but near the Mediterranean. And yesterday it was 19 degrees. It was raining, and it's been like that for quite a few days. And it's certainly not, you know, you think of the south of France being really hot and sunny, but you've got like days where it seems like we're in February in the Northern Hemisphere. Absolutely terrible. And then you have beautiful days like this. But tomorrow it's meant to be raining and only 19 degrees again. It's just bonkers. Anyway, enough of my rabbiting. Let's get on with your reading. Yeah, okay. Overall energies here. Karmic message on your relationship side. Karmic message on your financial side. Influence on the universe. Past self, future self. And the lesson or the nuggets or the understandings that you can take out of this week as you go forward. Let's just see what's going on with the overall energies here. Wow. There seems to be a repeating theme for all signs that I've been doing at the moment. There's multitudes of aspects to it all here. And it's not the same as any other sign. But there is a lot of influence from your relationship or your emotional or spiritual side of your life, which is affecting your financial side to sort of say, if I want to live this, then these are the results I've got to get. And I think this is where, yeah, it's the Wheel of Fortune. It really is. I think that's what's the driving Wheel of Fortune behind you at the moment. The more that you aspire for great happiness on spiritual awakening, or whatever it is that concerns you on your personal level, the more you aspire to that, the better results you're going to get on your financial side. On your relationship side, really good. Okay, so the karmic message here is like very solid. You've got this pillar of understanding, you know where to go. And the universe next to it is just, it's pulling into the lesson here, but it's massive opportunity, really beautiful energy that's bringing into, if you take the best out of this week, you'll get some, your universe will double it. You know, from your past is playing into that. It's sort of contributing to that advancing of the Wheel of Fortune within the success of your happiness. And your future self is really nice. It's very light. There's a lot of fragrance that goes along with it, a lot of flowers, a lot of joy, basically, a lot of happiness of life. And what's the lesson that needs to be taken out of this? It's, I want to sort of say, don't settle for second best, but I think that's it's minor in a way. I think it's a case of like, if you want it, you got to build it. That's what it is. If you want it, you got to build it. That's the aspect that's coming out of it. Marriage card, 4 of Wands, your plan coming together with another plan of another person. Celebration between these two people, and they don't necessarily have to be the same sort of people, really. They can be quite opposites, but they just seem to work together really well. It could be you coming into alignment with yourself, but whatever it is, it's definitely going into a new, new paradigm. You know, that's what that whole sort of those flowers are all about. That's what I was talking about out the top there in the future, and that's where your karmic path is trying to take you. There is no doubt about it. As I said, this is bringing a lot into your future, into your understanding the golden nuggets that you're taking out of the situation. And the golden nuggets are those 2 cuts behind there. That is the past. And I think the universe is really pushing on the idea of looking forward rather than looking back. You know what's behind you. Where's the interest in that? You know it already. The only exciting thing of life is what's in front of you. And that's what I think the universe is trying to help you to understand within your work, within your life. in your past self, you get the 10 of Wands. Yeah, you've got a lot. You've understood a lot. It's feeding this. Letting go of a lot of things that you may have been carrying in the past. Letting go of it and allowing the sun to shine in your life. Your happiness in your life. There is no doubt about it. And in the future, look at that. 8 of Wands. From the 4 of Wands to the 8 of Wands. This is, you know, it's taking it's taking all the messages and the understandings of life, this past here, seeing how this is affecting your wheel of fortune and bringing you from disappointment to your future into the good times. Yeah, the past is the past, but the universe doesn't want you to feel like that anymore. And I think this is what you're grasping out the message. If you live this understanding, you're going to get the best out of it. Look at that, Ace of Pentacles. And that's what those 2 cups are there about. This is about a unison that works. And it's very physical. It's got a lot of luck. It's got a lot of potential. It's very solid. It's in a physical sense, combining with it and then expressing that understanding, that lesson. Because those are the 8 Wands that is behind the 9 of Wands. Because on the 9 of Wands, you have someone that's taking a wand and going to the future. And there's 8 Wands behind them. And that's the lessons. You're starting to express those lessons. You're starting to open up, or you should be, starting to open up and look forward. Because that's where the interesting stuff's going on. And you have a lot more influence over it than you think. Let's just see what's going on your financial side. The universe is massive here. There seems to be like a really big thing, understanding coming into. It's the starting of a new plan, a new business, a new project. It's really getting your teeth sunk into it, and the universe is kind of sort of saying it's a monument, a testament to who you are. And that's also, it's very similar to that there. There was that big monument sort of thing, pillar of understanding. Here is as well on that side of the universe. And it is your karmic path to actually go ahead and get it and really get moving on with it. Moving forward, the karmic path is pointing to your future. So it is a very productive and being very productive. And this is what I've got to do in order to get to the results. And in the past is playing into this Wheel of Fortune as well. And this comes into the whole idea of the last 2-3 months before your birthday is your autumn period. Is the moment you sort of analyse what you did in the past year, what you didn't like, what you didn't want to continue doing, what you wanted to do, where your successes were in your life. And then once you realise all of that, that's when you can start playing to your strengths. And I think this is where it's playing into that. I think your past is really helping you out. And your future is also matching the universe here. There's an opportunity that comes into your life. And it's the lesson out of this week here, I think, is being very clinical in your decision making. And I think that's why the Wheel of Fortune is really going to play in your favour. The more clinical you're about it, the better results you will get for you. And therefore, if you get good results, then therefore people around you get good results. Okay? 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles. Are you holding on too tightly? No, I don't think. I really don't think it's that. I think this is basically, this is talking about quality rather than quantity. And I think this is where you're starting to realise of kind of saying where you put your time and effort into things, being clinical about things, and that's on your karmic path. It's playing to your future. If you're clinical about where you're going and you learn this and you apply it in your life, your karmic path will take you on to really good stuff. The universe is giving you the 5 of Pentacles. 4, 5. This is a progressive thing. I think the universe is bringing you out of the cold here. This is an opportunity. When you've got hard times, you then know it's a lot clearer. It's not easier for you to see what you want in the good times. And I think you've been through that. I think the universe here is sort of saying that lesson has been learned. It is a massive pillar of opportunity here. and to come out of the cold. And the further, it's like, you know, most people say to be a millionaire, you know, a billionaire, whatever it is in regards to business, you've got to go bankrupt at least twice or 3 times. I've forgotten who said that, someone who said that. And I understand that whole idea. And I think you've gone through that. And it is creating a huge amount of potential with you. But you've got to be clinical about it. 7 of Swords. Yeah, your past is helping you enormously to be very astute about avoiding complications on your physical path by disarming a situation by being clinical about it. So I'll say, no, that's not what I want. That's how I want my business. That's how we do things in my business. That's what I want to do in my project. That's the career path I want to go down. Once you get that sort of attitude flowing through you, knowing from your past of what you don't want, knowing what you want is going to be really important. And that's where it's playing into that. That 4 of Pentacles, as I said, is playing into this card here, your future. Judgment. This is an opportunity, a really, really good opportunity. A judgment that takes you out of the cold and into pure bliss by the looks of it, you know. Oh, look at that. 3 of Pentacles. Very good quality work here. This is about being clinical. As I said, when you're clinical and you get the good results for you, you actually get good results for everybody that is around you. The business works well, then therefore your suppliers will be, you know, will be happy. You know, therefore your suppliers will help you to grow. And because you're growing, it will bring in more customers. Do you know what I mean? It's when it's being clinical about it all. And I think this is a massive, not massive, but it's a very clear understanding this week that you're getting out of it. Absolutely beautiful. This massive buzzard just flew behind there. You'd have to look up what buzzard is about, you know, like a royal buzzard. But yeah, really beautiful bird just flew, massive bird just flew in front of us there. So obviously, you know, you're taking wings. You're letting go of the past. You're letting go of that. You know, you're not carrying so much. You know, your Wheel of Fortune is taking you out of that. It's now you're off, you're running. And you don't, this is where it's got to be clinical about it. In most aspects of your life. Look at this, you've got 3 4s at the base there on your karmic mission. Then we'll see what the 4, if another 4 comes out on your other karmic mission. But here you got the 4 of Swords. This unison that I'm talking about is going to give you a lot of healing. And that's what that's all about. Disappointment in the past. You're getting this healing from that disappointment in the past because you're opening up and you're applying it in your life. And you're allowing your plan to come into alignment with another person's plan. 4 of Cups. You've got all 4s out there now. Distilling those 3 cups, right? That's where you've been carrying too much, yeah? That's what the disappointment is. Maybe you invested in someone too much and it didn't, you know, pan out for you. But that 3 of Cups there is that 3 of Cups that are wasted there. And you get that Ace of Cups there. That's what that Ace of Pentacles is about. And it's absolutely bonkers the amount of 4s you got on there, which is a very solid place to start from. Converting that 10 of Wands into 10 of Pentacles, you're going to need that, the Ace of Pentacles, that lesson of the week. And you've got to then start communicating that message in with the people around you. And that will bring you from your past to your future. From the Wheel of Fortune in there will bring you to ultimate abundance of joy, happiness within your relationship side. Get the Wheel of Fortune with the 8 of Wands. This is expressing that success, letting go and allowing you to live life and go after the good stuff. Go after the good stuff. Go after the good stuff. There is no doubt about it. 2 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, that opportunity there is to take your plan, the 2 of Wands, and combine it with another person's to make the 4 of Wands. there is a big offering into you, coming into you at the moment, in the way of striking up a very beautiful relationship with someone. And I don't think it necessarily means like love. It could be like finding like a friend that you've shared multitudes of lives together. You know, it goes so much more deeper than that. Absolutely beautiful. But once you start expressing it and living it, that's when things really going to start playing in your favor. With the Four of Pentacles, you get the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, quality rather than quantity. This Queen of Pentacles, she's sat at the tree of knowledge. She knows when that tree of knowledge is going to bear fruit. She knows her future because she's being very clinical about it. And she's going for quality rather than quantity. And that's what I think, you know, the more you do that, the more you imply that quality rather than quantity. This is where you're going to find yourself falling in love, and you're going to get some really good results. Far out of the cold, and you're coming into the warmth and joy of falling in love with what you're doing. And I think you may need to be a little bit clinical, sort of saying, I'm not going to work those 50 hours a week. I only want to work 25 because I want to do other things in my life. And being really clinical about what things are important for you as you go forth, because that will avoid any sort of confrontation or complicated situation. You'll be able to turn negative into positive, the night into day, and really bring the sunshine into your life. And that realization is going to help you to get to that judgment moment, that ascension moment for you on the pathway where you should be going, and going off on a mission. It could be a new business or whatever it is. It's just bringing some real good quality into your life here in regards to finances. Something that you can take to the bank, basically. And it's because you're doing, and what the message is coming out of you doing this good quality work, or being clinical about it, gives you that Two of Cups. Gives you that good stuff. You know, you really are getting into some good stuff here, Cancer. With the Three of Pentacles, you get the Two of Cups. It gets you into alignment with yourself, and it may be an alignment that you just kind of go, wow, do you know what? I didn't know I had that in me. And I think it's going to be a very self-satisfying, soul rejuvenating thing for you, where you're going to feel, I'm nailing it. Absolutely nailing it. Brilliant reading, Cancer. Welcome to the new year. Happy birthday to you and all of that. Thanking you very much for being here. Really do appreciate it. Much appreciate as well all the support you show through the YouTube system. It's absolutely beautiful to see. I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.